Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. Welcome to the Mobcast podcast. I'm your host, Boggs, East New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm strolling through social media, minding my business. When I wake up in the morning, like the millions of Americans, the billions probably, I'm one of them that the first thing I do is grab my phone, go to the bathroom while I'm sitting on the toilet, whatever. I'm scrolling through my phone. I'll be seeing all kind of dumb shit that I want to talk about. So I'm sitting on there and I was scrolling through Instagram, you know what I'm saying, and I saw that Floyd Mayweather, he had bought some property, some property out in Manhattan, like 600 units or something like that, whatever. So I'm like, yo, why nobody talking about that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big move, especially for the black community. You know what I'm saying? First off, shout out to the I Pray clothing line, TJ Delano. You know what I'm saying? I Pray clothing line. Shout out TJ Delano for the I Pray clothing line, the ill hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Go check out the I Pray Instagram page. Copy your I Pray hoodie. He got sweatsuits, summer suits, you name it, he got it. It's my man too, childhood friend. Peace to the God, TJ Delano. Boom. So I'm scrolling through, and I see Floyd Mayweather. He bought some property in Manhattan. So I'm like, oh, matter of fact, hold on, let me give y'all what I saw.
I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. So lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. What I need you guys to do, check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. On a point like this, because
So hold on. I think I got some more.
One of the best investments that I did was New York real estate. So it started off with 7 figures, and I was getting a certain amount of money every month. When I first gave them $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. So I said, yo, the money kept coming on the 18th every month. 50,000 would come in. I still was competing. I still was fighting. I still was active, and I still was making crazy money. I told the guys, well, I'm gonna bring y'all another 8 figures. I said, I'm gonna bring you guys 8 figures. Now, I know I gave you guys 7 figures, but I'm gonna bring you guys 8 figures. It was paying off. So what I did was I went and dumped 9 figures on them. When you see me, you see the cars, you see the flashy. It's a lot that comes along with that. A lot of smart moves that's behind the scenes. So what I did was I invested. And so you guys right now, you guys can Google this. You Google One Vanderbilt and Google Floyd Mayweather. I'm a part of that project. I own so many different buildings in so many different places. My exact number in New York City, I own nine skyscrapers in New York City.
Facts.
All right. So, and I rocks with Floyd. Don't get it twisted. Like I fucks with Floyd hard body. You know what I'm saying? From his father to him, his uncle. You know what I'm saying? I love the Floyd Mayweather family. The little grandson KJ, that's my little dude. I love son. Everything about Floyd Mayweather I love. So this ain't no hate, but I'm just going for what I heard. So word on the curb, right? They saying, Floyd is broke. So I'm like, yo, I just saw the nigga bought, for 600 units or something in Manhattan. The nigga just said he owns 6 skyscrapers in Manhattan. The whole Mayweather brand is strictly based on money, right? Floyd, money, what was it? Money Team, Money Mayweather, everything is based on, Floyd having money. The nigga, when you see him, the nigga flashing that cash, right? Boom, yo, what? Niggas can't fuck with me, bah, boom. And the nigga nice with his hands. So, but, so, I'm watching the whole, charade go down. And I'm like, yo, like, hold on, son. Like, so Floyd Mayweather's, people are saying he's broke. So I'm like, yo, hold on. Like, how was he broke? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It was mad pages with him being broke. So let me stop this. Let me stop this and go to the other joint. Okay. So this is what they saying about my nigga Floyd.
Just like he does. Mayweather explained that when he goes on a 30-day vacation, he takes 30 watches, and if he stays 10 more days, he brings 10 more watches. He added that if he wants, he'll wear his $18 million watch to prove his...
Like I said here about that paper. Nigga said 30 days. He go on vacation. He wearing 30 watches, 30 different watches. One watch costs 18 mil. Like, the nigga brand is crazy.
Point, he said he might spend $50,000 that day just because he can, reminding everyone...
$50,000 a day, nigga spending, right? $50,000 a day. It's 30 days. What's that? 350 million. Nah. 350,000. This nigga spent in 30 days. Nothing. Blew that. Nothing. This nigga Money May. Right? So.
One that he's Money Mayweather and makes money all day.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my business worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I...
I mean, I'm, Borgs ain't hating on you, Floyd. I ain't hating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on you, my brother. I hope you do got it like that. I hope you do. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have it. But word on the curb is, yo, niggas is trying to, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, talk your shit, my nigga.
Don't got. Just know, I'm going to stay in my lane. I ain't going to with nobody, and I don't want nobody with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me.
Wow, 30 watches, nigga. What he made, nigga? 30 watches, my nigga. Oh, Lord. Talk your shit, my nigga.
But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches.
40 watches, nigga. Bling, bling, bling. Your wrist bling, bling. His wrist bling, blow, nigga. Right? Yo, go ahead, Floyd. We'll see it.
But then I say, I want to bring out the one and only. Then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million.
18 milli. Son. 18 milli, nigga. One watch. 18 milli. It's Floyd money made, my nigga, right? Lifestyle's crazy, right? To be spending $350,000 every 30 days, my nigga. I mean, get ahead, man. Let's go.
Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do for you mother haters today? I'm gonna go for $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made.
Nigga giving niggas 50,000 because he ain't got shit else to do, son. I'll take that. Word is born. Nigga, you bored, nigga, throw me 10, 20 racks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga.
All my day.
According to Stephen A. Smith, Floyd Mayweather is now allegedly connected to a massive $42 million financial scandal. This development is unexpected, especially since the
So they said $42 million financial scandal. Stephen A. Smith said that. Stephen A. Smith is known for speaking his mind, right? Some people call it hate. Stephen, he speaks his mind, right? I watched something where they were saying like he don't really say nothing about white athletes or politicians, but he always coming down and condemning black athletes and black politicians, right? Some people call him a coon. I kind of really don't have no judgment on Stephen A. Smith. Some shit he say, be factual. Some shit he say be, but at the end of the day, black people, we do be, kind of hating on each other a little bit. Ain't no little bit, a lot of bit, but, I don't see no reason for Stephen A. Smith to hate, but who knows? Niggas probably know each other. These niggas sleeping with the same women. I don't know. Niggas be hating for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But, go ahead.
Former boxing champion is said to have made over $700 million from just 2 major fights, while his
$700 million in just 2 fights. 2 fights, nigga. $700 million. So that's $350 million a fight. The nigga said he spent $350 million in 30 days. Nigga. $700 million. Nigga, yo, son. Go ahead, nigga. Let's go.
legacy in the sport remains untouchable. Troubling signs suggest that he could be facing significant financial troubles ahead.
Are you holding other fighters accountable, like Floyd, for example? I mean, Floyd doesn't even know his opponent's name, so are you holding him accountable to that? Floyd should still be fighting people that, you know, he at least people that know that his opponent's name and stuff. Are you saying the same thing?
Hold on. A couple of things. Number one, last time I checked, Floyd retired. These are exhibitions that he has. I don't even count these. Floyd will tell you that himself. When Floyd, you know, I didn't count Conor McGregor as a boxing match.
So they saying, you know, which is true, right? So Floyd been doing a lot of exhibition matches, which, you know, YouTubers, he fought this dude, Logan Paul, whatever, you know, to get that bread, I guess, to keep up the lifestyle. You know, he's taking on a lot of fighting unknown people for the bag, you know, whatever the case, the people keep up the lifestyle. So they say. It's word on the curb. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That was a damn exhibition. I ain't paying no attention to that with Floyd. No way on earth. Not at all. That's number one. Number two, here's where you have to give Floyd his respect. He's a pioneer.
Yo, what up, son? Shout out to Bomba E Plana. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Good, son. Yo, what's good, son? Yo,
Ain't
thank you.
I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather, son. So I've been hearing, you know, so start from the beginning. Floyd Mayweather had bought some property out in Manhattan, like 600 units. Then I got a video. He's saying that he owns 6 skyscrapers in Manhattan. You know.
Yeah, but I also heard Mayweather really is bankrupt, son.
so that's where I'm at with it now. So hold on. Stephen A. Smith, you see him on the screen. He talking his shit.
Yes, son. I've been watching it. I've been listening.
Oh, all right. So yeah, let Stephen finish his shit. So hold on, son.
Go ahead, son.
Here from the standpoint of his willingness to buy himself out of the contract with Top Rank free himself up and not be a prisoner to the promoter. So, albeit in a different kind of fashion that Jake is doing it to some degree, Floyd's a pioneer in that regard. And the kind of thing that Jake is taking to another level, Floyd initiated. Julia, that is true.
I understand he initiated, but do you think it tarnishes his name to now be taking these bullshit I can't even say it. No, you don't think it does at all?
No. Here's the reason why. He's retired, number one. Number two, he had already proved himself as a world champion, made a whole boatload of money. He got $700 million in 2 fights, for crying out loud.
So Nick said he got 700 mil in 2 fights, right?
Right.
But then he just said he going on vacation for 30 days and he spent 50 bands a day. Right? So, I mean, I could see a nigga going broke, nigga. You spending in 30 days, that's 350, you know what I mean? Like, come on, son.
So I mean, so
that's 3.5 mil. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up?
So this is the thing, right? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, like that, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if they have financial guidance, you know what I'm saying, to have that type of money. You know what I'm saying?
I heard he does his own everything. He don't have no what you call that, like
yeah, no
taxes,
no guidance.
Yeah,
no, I can see that. I remember his name is Money Mayweather.
His whole market. So I'm glad you. So I just finished talking about it. I'm glad you jumped on. So you see what I'm saying? Like his whole market, his whole name is money. Everything is. If you talking money, you can't talk the conversation of money without bringing up Mayweather.
All the time.
More money than Mayweather. That's a slogan. Y'all rappers use it. Hold on, son.
He did all of that stuff. Then he retired, and he's announced that essentially these are exhibitions. He's just having fun with it because he's getting old. He's 45 years old now, and he did what he came to do. That's entirely different than a 25-year-old on the come up, knocking people out. Okay? I mean, that's entirely different ballgame, dude. It's not the same.
Stephen A. Smith has directly witnessed Mayweather's lavish lifestyle, from his massive estate and luxury vehicles to his private aircraft. Smith is well aware of the fortune Mayweather has built, having seen the results of his hard work and nonstop drive. These close-up experiences give Smith a unique perspective on the world Mayweather has built, offering a look at the fighter's strong business sense and how he has managed his fortune throughout the years.
Well, you know.
Yeah, son, I remember one time I watched the video. You know how they got they go in the strip club, they got the money gun?
Yeah.
Son, he came in there with like, I want to say maybe 10 garbage bags full of money, son. Sprayed the money, to the stripper, son. Niggas, I think he spent 10 million up in there, they said. So his splurge game is crazy, son. Like, you know.
Private
I do
jet.
10 minutes, so I'm gonna recycle that money off the ground, son.
Son, I'd have been in there, son.
Put that shit, man, in a G-string, son.
I'd have been in there, son. Listen, man. Don't let me out of there, son. I'd have walked out of there with at least 700,000. I'd have walked out of there with life-changing money,
in my pocket, son.
I may not have caught a whole meal, son, but trust me, I'd have did me, son. I'd have walked out of there good.
Yeah, son.
Enzo, Bugatti. Let's walk over here. I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
So,
we
from what I understand,
ESPN,
he don't drive
sports cars. It's a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys?
I haven't seen these.
No.
Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black, LA, white, Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York.
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you.
So you got all that, and shout out to Floyd. Like I said, I know he made that bag, son. Right?
No, he definitely
I know
did,
he made
son.
that bag fight.
Son.
But son, you spending more than you making in my book. Right? I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know. But in that garage alone, that's probably like $20 million worth of cars.
So technically, right? Like, let's just say if he was to sell all those assets, he will have the money. But then again, the question is, does he own those assets? Does he have full control of those assets? That's more or less the question. You know what I'm saying? So anybody can have like a bunch of fucking Bugattis and Lamborghinis, but I mean, are they fully paid off?
That's one.
You know what I mean?
And
Like,
two, he has employees. He just said he got drivers in New York. He got,
yeah, so like,
he's not driving those. You got people that you got to pay.
that's a whole empire, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to pay people, you know what I'm saying, salaries, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He got
son,
the bodyguard. He got the bodyguard team. Like, yo, I know you paying these
like
people.
Biggie said, son, more money, more problems, son. The more
That's
money
a
you
fact.
have, the more problems you're gonna have to do, son. You just have to fucking be able to sustain everything that you have, son. Everything has maintenance, bro. How much you think fucking changing brake pads on those things cost, bro? That shit
Oil
ain't
change on the Bugatti. How much you think that costs, sir? Give me a roundabout figure. Oil change on the Bugatti costs how much?
Son, we talking like maybe 10 grand, son.
It's a fact, sir.
Like, come on, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Anybody know how much? Anybody in the chat? Let's know how much an oil change on the Bugatti costs. Put it in the chat, sir. But yeah, sir.
definitely. You know what I'm saying? But I put money on it, son. It's in the thousands. It
definitely
has to be in the thousands, son.
I've definitely put it in. It's in the thousands, son.
You know what I mean?
For the Bugatti, for that Lambo, and he nigga got some other shit going on back
those
there.
are supercars. They're not your average fucking vehicles, bro. Like, nobody fucking commutes on those things, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, you know, like a status. Like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I have money. I could do this, that, and the third. But that shit all requires maintenance, bro.
It requires maintenance and upkeep. You gotta have a constant money flow, right? So
absolutely,
if he dropped, they saying, he got them units in Manhattan. I don't know if anybody buying them yet, but let's keep going, son. Let's see what they're talking about.
You make the decision to drive different color cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Let me see what's the number. We go 300.
And you don't drive them.
It's close to 15 million. You're right. It's close to 15 million.
Floyd Mayweather admitted to making over
$15 million worth of cars, son. Just cars alone, $15 million. Say we can drive them, son.
$800 million during his career, but stressed that his main goal was always to keep building his wealth. Former MMA fighter Chael Sonnen also commented on Mayweather's money situation, hinting that his decision to fight again after retirement could mean he spent most of his earnings. Sonnen noted that Mayweather once made $60 million in just one night, a figure he believes should have guaranteed long-term financial stability.
First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete over Christian Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is.
So if you had to guess, what do you think?
Now, some right there, I think is an MMA fighter.
No, Christian Ronaldo is the soccer player, son. Right?
Soccer players get that bread, son. Soccer players get that bread, son.
That dude is up there with like neck to neck. I wouldn't say neck to neck, but up there with Messi.
Oh, okay.
The Argentinian soccer player, Messi, and I believe I think he's Brazilian, son. But yo, son, when it comes to soccer, remember, son, soccer players, bro.
Son, that's international money.
Shit
that's international,
all over the world, son. And yo, son, he's well-respected dude, son. Well-respected soccer player. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, son.
The most Floyd ever made in a fight.
Oh, I think that Floyd, he's probably made about 60 million before in one night. But no, there's 100 million, 130 million. They just didn't have. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
Do you think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you, he didn't. No boxer's ever made 130 million in one night.
Floyd Mayweather has consistently highlighted that wealth is the foundation of his lifestyle. frequently mentioning that he hopes his children will mirror his career path and follow the same financial direction. His main ambition, he asserts, is to create long-term prosperity that will support his loved ones for generations. Still, this money-driven mindset has sparked backlash, with critics claiming that Mayweather places riches above morals and that his non-stop chase for money overshadows values like honesty and integrity.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school.
So he buying his kids houses and cars as well. All that requires upkeep, son. So what they're trying to say is he made up to, keyword, up to, keywords, $100 million in his whole career. Rumors maybe $130 million in his whole career.
For his career, I could definitely see that number. 130 for a career. And then you have to put into perspective, right? His lifestyle alone, right? His home, his assets, shit, the way he probably eats, right? He just mentioned right there, right? He supports his kids. He buys his kids cars,
houses,
food, house, and all that requires maintenance. Maintenance, just simple maintenance, bro. So my thing is this, though. If you don't have the money that you already have working by itself, meaning like you invest the money into something so that the money can work for you, and all you're doing is just giving out money, whatever the case may be, then by all means, yo, son, you're going to deplete whatever the $130 million that you can have. And then, it gets
giving out more than you're taking in. Pause.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You're giving out more than what you're taking in, and it's no one.
There's no money coming in, just like what you're saying. So, I mean, I could definitely see that he's just been spending, and then
on depreciation,
all of a sudden they're like, "Oh man, you saying, yo, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that, maintenance this, maintenance that." Insurance. Remember, you gotta have them cars insured. If you drive them, you have to have them
depreciating assets. Son. All that is depreciating assets. You buy that car, buy a car for $10 million. The minute you drive it off the lot, it's already dropped 3-4 million.
Definitely, depreciation. Definitely.
Well, let's continue, son.
Or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that. And then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Even with his massive earnings,
heard that,
there
right?
are several claims and
You heard what he
accusations
said right there, right? So he's depending on other people to basically,
continue the legacy.
Triple his money, double his money, triple his money, so that his grandkids. But at the end of the day, you can never, count on other people, bro. You have to do your shit yourself and invest the shit yourself. Make money work itself. Yo, son, invest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you take your risk.
In his defense, I think he got fighters, right? I know he's.
That's what it is. By all means.
Gervonta Davis, Adrian Broner. I think him and De La Hoya, they got some shit going on. So I don't know.
I heard it was some.
He got his own the money team. That I don't. So I don't know how much that brings in, but still, what he's talking about. Well, he said he spends $50,000 a day, son. $50,000, which is crazy. But
I don't care what anybody says. That to me is a lot of money, son.
A lot of money, son.
I don't give a fuck, bro. If you're wealthy, rich, whatever the fuck, bro. Yo, you shouldn't be spending 50 grand.
You shouldn't be.
The fuck you spending 50 grand on, son?
That's a fact, son. Like
I can't move car every day, son. Like I I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Walk me through a day of spending 50 grand. Son. Like what can you possibly do to spend $50,000 a day?
I can't even say food, right? Because let's just say, yo, son, I like me a nice steak.
Food, right? Clothing.
Yo, son, I could go, go get me, a nice ribeye prime steak. I'm going to season it the way the fuck I want. I'll smoke it the way I want. And I guarantee you that shit's going to taste way better to any fucking restaurant out there, right? Clothes, all right? I'm no frill, son. I don't really need the whole propaganda. And yo, son, don't even get me started about they blowing it up already, son.
Oh yeah. No, we gonna get on that. Save that, son. We gonna get on that.
Don't even get me started, son. Of these clowns spending
we gonna talk about that,
on a bag, son. Son, when the shit only take about maybe $1,000 to spend, son. I don't want to hear it, son. I don't. Fuck.
We gonna talk about that, son. China blowing it up, son. China blowing it up. Oh, word, yeah, oh, word. China like, oh, all right, yo, check this out. You know that Birkin you spent $30,000 for? You know, it cost $30 to make that.
Yo, my wife told me, right, that supposedly this brand, I don't want to go off subject, right, real quick, but supposedly this brand called Hermes,
yeah, Hermes.
Son, that you gotta be invited to that shit. That saying you gotta be invited to come in and spend 40 racks on a bag. What is this bag doing, son?
Son, sitting there, son.
Except for holding your property so that your shit, your wallet, and your phone don't hit the floor.
My pants
That's
pocket.
The only purpose of the bag, son, is to define gravity so that your phone don't hit the ground and your wallet and your own personal items stay in the bag. So what else can I see, dogs? Fuck this one. Yo, son, everybody losing their mind, son. Like, come on, son. Like leather, man. Yo, I can't, son.
Right. Hold on, so we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. Hold on. So let's finish with Mayweather first, sir.
Yeah, son.
Is that Floyd Mayweather has unpaid debts with fellow athletes. A widely known allegation comes from rapper 50 Cent, who accused Floyd of cheating him out of $2 million during his jail sentence. According to 50 Cent, Mayweather asked him to handle his promotional business while he was locked up, and 50 put in a large financial investment. But after Mayweather got out, 50 Cent claimed that Floyd acted like the deal never took place.
I brought him over while Floyd was, incarcerated. Yeah. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Okay, so hold on. 50 saying he spent $2 million. That's what he said. 50 said he spent $2 million on when Floyd came home. So he bought him like $2 million worth of jewelry and whatever, and a little couple of cars. That's what 50 just said, right?
Right.
All right.
Right. Like when you give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right. So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants, to give me the other half of it? Why I got to ask you for it?
Right.
And then when
are we talking over 2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he tell me to do that.
50 Cent didn't hold back with his criticism, sharing that many people close to Floyd Mayweather actually have negative feelings toward him. According to 50, Mayweather is obsessed with money and lacks core values. He claimed that Floyd constantly brags about his wealth and status, which makes it difficult for others to respect him beyond his impressive boxing career.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day to day, month to month. Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is going. Trust me. Now it's like
that's what we just said, son. With the lifestyle that he brags about, that he talks about, it's no way you can maintain forever that lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? If you fight once a year, and let's say you do get 30 million, 40 million a fight, and you spending 50 bands a day paying people, whatever the fuck you doing, you know what I'm saying? Paying people, you know, blowing it in clubs, doing whatever. So there's no way you can maintain. If you fight once a year, once every 2, you can't maintain that lifestyle, son.
Especially if you don't have the money working for you.
You gotta have the money working for you.
You know what I
They
mean?
call,
So,
you gotta have residual income, son. So he says he got these units and stuff in Manhattan, this, that, and the third. But you know, let's continue and see if
but then again, son, right? You can have all this other shit, but just because you have all those other shit supposedly making your money work, doesn't mean that it's working for you. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Like you just buying shit, but it ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
like
or if you have
bag, the Hermes bag. Well, like I'm buying this Hermes bag. Once I spend $10,000 on it, is it gonna bring me back $50 a week? Like, what the fuck? I bought this shit just to say that I bought it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
I don't know. Shout out to Hermes. Shout out to people with Hermes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you know, Bugs, East New York, and you know what I mean. I'm, you know, and I'm considered to be a fancy nigga, but I'm not doing
let's talk the reality of these bags, bro. I don't want to go back into the bags, son, but my thing is like these are bags that hold stuff, your property, so that you could carry it. That's what it is. It's like a fancy JanSport, like a fancy backpack or a bag.
He said a fancy JanSport.
Why you gotta spend 40 grand, son? Like I don't get it. What are y'all doing to the leather that is making it be that expensive? You know what I'm saying? Like it's unnecessary, son.
They
like,
said it's the leather, son. But the Chinese said that they use that leather on everything, son.
Yeah,
$30. But we ain't gonna talk.
If I pay 40 grand, son,
son,
that bag gotta give me a fucking hand job. The shit gotta have a microwave in it for me to fucking cook my son. For 40 grand, son, that bag gotta do a lot of shit, son. That shit just can't hold my fucking cell phone in it, son. Like, yo, come on, son. Like, it's just like, yo, son, people got the money, son, and they don't know what to do with it, son.
Don't know what to do with it, son.
You know what I mean?
What to do with it, son.
Prime example with this dude right here, son.
Yes, sir.
It's a shame, son. I mean, if he does go, you know, if he is bankrupt, then by all means, son, he could blame himself, son.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Wants to give this image like he prints money, son. Like he's like the mint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo,
yeah.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, not really doing anything. He's not really, let's keep it a buck, son. He's not really doing anything, right, to bring up society, son. He's not really bringing up any technology, son. He's just on some, okay.
I'm spending money. I'm spending money. I got the chains, I got the clothes, I got the cars.
So that shit's gonna get played out, son. That shit's gonna play. That shit, all this lifestyle is gonna get played out as time keeps going, son. Because people gonna start learning.
He's 45 years old, son. You're not the 25-year-old Floyd, you know, but at 45, you should still be out here trying to splurge and be, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? You know,
shit, he should be on.
Listen to 50, son. Let's see what he's saying.
Chill. Yeah.
You call him, he'll be at your, you know, your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
Stirring the pot even more, Logan Paul took a swipe at Floyd Mayweather by joking that he could actually be broke, raising more questions about Mayweather's image as a money-making legend. Paul made fun of the idea that Floyd was still rolling in cash, laughing at the suggestion and implying that nobody really knew where all his fortune had gone. His remarks only added to the growing rumors about Mayweather's financial troubles.
Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe it does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want my money.
When Floyd Mayweather was asked about Logan Paul's claims of unpaid money during his appearance on the Pivot podcast, he tried to brush the question aside. Mayweather told the host that everything was fine with YouTube and said the payment was just delayed, adding that money takes time to come through. His answer came off as avoiding the issue, treating it like a small holdup instead of directly addressing the serious accusation of failing to pay what was owed.
And I saw something, Logan Paul, he said you owe him some bread. How you feel about someone making those type of accusations?
That comes with the territory.
Right.
And you got to realize, when you used to getting, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
Shit, we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is going to be a big YouTube check.
Yeah, so,
Yes, sir. Nigga said, I like YouTube. I don't mind, that's like that ain't real money to him, son. You know what I'm saying? Like,
son, no, it appears that there's no management, dogs, as far as money goes. I mean, who knows, son? Like,
they said that like he don't even know where his money going, son.
Probably not, son. He probably got some whatever, managing, and he's like probably on, on his phone, checking his bank account or something like,
yeah, 1 minute is up, 1 minute is down, 1 minute is up. He don't know where none of that shit is at, son.
Yeah, son.
The money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when the tables turn.
Right.
Look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
However, Mayweather is well known for showing off his fortune, from flashy luxury cars to pricey designer outfits. His way of living has always been over the top and proudly bold. He often puts his wealth on display through social media, gaining both praise and backlash in the process.
I don't know what we should take out tonight. We got so many choices. But it's always got to be black. Always bet on one. Make sure you see.
Son, nigga said he don't know what.
Son.
Yo, nigga said y'all don't know which car I should take out tonight, son. Talk your shit.
I don't see it practical, son. I don't see it practical. I know myself too, son. Like they say, if I do have a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, I'd be like, yo, where am I gonna park it? Like, I wouldn't give my keys to some fucking dickhead 17-year-old to park my shit, son. Like, I don't know, son. Like I don't know, son. I don't know.
Yo, son, nigga said, which car to drive?
I'm going to Ferrari. Cameraman, follow me.
So look on the cards, son.
We got Ferraris, we got Lambos. Of course, we got a lot of Rolls-Royces. We got choices.
Oh, your son. But my thing is this, though, right, son? Even your son, if you're going to be a car collector, right, then your son collect your cars. But I don't even know, son. This whole lot, son, look like just a bunch of black cars, bro.
Yeah, but remember the first picture we saw with the cars was a bunch of white cars. You know what I'm saying?
Like your son. You gotta have something that, you gotta be able to resell and gain back your value. That's probably what he had, you know what I'm saying? On the low, he's probably like, all right, maybe I could resell these. I'll lose like a certain amount of money, but I could still gain the majority back, maybe 90% back. Because he doesn't drive them. How you gonna drive them, son? How the fuck you gonna get that car out? You gotta move that car and that other car and that other car just to move that one fucking car all the way in the fucking back. Who has time for that, son? I don't got time for that, son. If I want to go to fucking Key Food or Costco, son, like, come on, son. It's not practical, son. It's just your son. Like, it's not practical, son. It's a shame, son. It's a shame because your cars are meant to be driven. You know what I'm saying? These machines, these engineerings, like the people that engineer these motors and these drivetrains, like, yo, son, they made these cars are made to be driven, son. Like, that's it. It's some fucking basement and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
wait for the cameraman to come in and talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, talk about yo, son. We go blue.
We go blue today.
Yeah, look, the interior is blue, so I'm gonna match it. Man, what happens if I wake up and I want to just wear my bicycle shorts, son? I don't give a fuck about the interior of the car that's being blue,
Yes,
son.
sir.
You know, let's start to see a child.
Look, son, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Somebody's not
so we got
practical.
choices.
Yes, it is fly.
It's just not practical, son.
Come on, follow me. Come on, let's go around. We got the choices. The original McLaren, as you guys can see. We got the Aventador.
Floyd Mayweather always takes the chance to declare himself the greatest in boxing history. He often claims that his achievements outshine those of any fighter who came before him. This high level of confidence has become part of his identity, but his constant comparisons to past boxing icons not only boost his Money Mayweather image, they also spark debate and draw attention, both from fans who admire him and critics who question his legacy.
Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not
There
bragging or
actually is,
boasting.
son. There's a
Just
boxer that got more
speaking the
wins
truth.
than loses than him.
I take my.
Say it again.
There actually is. There is a boxer that got more wins and 0 losses than him. I forgot his name, son. I saw it the other day, son. But there is, though, son. There is.
He has I think he's what 50 and 0.
Yeah, like 50 and 0. There's some
Tyson went what 49 and 0.
Yeah. But
And
there's somebody,
Marciano, I think is 50 and 0 too, something like that. So
no, but there's another boxer years ago. I gotta look it up, son. But I know there's somebody else that his record
surpasses that.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, it's modern times. And I mean, listen, man, I respect Mayweather, right? The fighting skills, doesn't want to be touched, but extremely arrogant.
Arrogant, son.
Right? Arrogant as fuck. All right, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could do that. But then there's just no education, son, as far as like.
I remember one time there was rumors that he couldn't read.
Yeah, that too, son. Like, yo, son, like you unable to read a full sentence of a fucking book.
Yeah, there was
Like,
rumors
yo, son,
that he couldn't read. So you know what I'm saying?
Like, all right, so I get that. But then you have all this money, right? I could definitely see him making money, but there's just lack of knowledge of money. So I could definitely see him losing the money, son. I could flushing it down the toilet, son.
That's all. Yeah,
In
that's
day
it.
out, son.
My hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather. that can break my records.
Mike Tyson has raised concerns about Floyd Mayweather's financial well-being, pointing to his constant exhibition matches and lavish lifestyle as potential signs of financial strain. While Mayweather once boasted about his massive earnings, recent reports suggest he may have made some poor financial choices, including a controversial $42 million investment. These growing concerns have fueled ongoing speculation that his wealth may not be as stable as it appears, with rumors suggesting the former boxing champion could be dealing with serious money issues.
How do you feel about Floyd, though? How do you feel about Floyd?
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from. That's why.
You just said it, son. The ignorant, arrogant. Even Tyson said it.
Son,
you know
it's just like, yo, son,
Tyson just said it.
It's sad, yeah, son, it's sad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it comes with the territory, son. Like, when you're young, you know what I'm saying? You just, your son, you feel like you invisible, son.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I suffered from that. I ain't gonna lie. I thought, one time, you know what I'm saying, my ego was extremely.
Yeah, son.
Crazy. People that know me will tell you I had a crazy
in your 20s.
Definitely, right. Shit. Even my 30s, son. You can tell me I was that nigga. You couldn't tell me shit, son. But
Yeah, son. But at a certain point, son, you have to tell yourself, "All right, son, let me chill.
All right, chill. Let me fall back." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like let me come down to earth. Let me, you know what I'm saying? I've been to the moon, to the stars, to the planets, and let me come down to reality.
Yeah.
Yo, son. Yeah, son. It's just
and what goes up always comes down, son. I don't give a fuck what it is, son. I've hit rock bottom, came back up, climbed out of that, and that's what humbled me to the point where I try not to make stupid decisions anymore.
Yeah, son. Yo, son. As cliche as it sounds, son, like the movie, son, from Batman. Why do we fall? To get back up, son.
To get back up. Exactly, son. Exactly.
It is what it is, son.
I asked the question earlier about you mentioning fighters because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like growing up in the hood. We looked at it like that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Tell me, so like, what's the difference now from like your era to today?
No one was afraid of video money. Everyone really believed they can beat him.
But it's a business, more business.
Yeah,
it's more money than everybody.
Boy, Mayweather changed the name of it. He turned into the pretty boy.
Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. And that's why he's who he is. He beat everybody. I told him, give him a chance. He just wiped everybody out. Nobody can even match him, the best. He didn't pick guys, he took the best. Even the guys I picked against him, he beat everybody, made everybody win. That's why he's who he is.
Mike Tyson also shared his perspective on Mayweather, saying that regardless of any criticism, one thing is clear: Floyd lives in the gym. Tyson observed that even after retirement, Mayweather never fully left his training routine, calling the gym his one true vice. According to Tyson, while many might fall into bad,
I give it to Floyd. He do.
Definitely, son.
He stays in shape and he stays training. I give him that.
But my thing is the same energy that you put in that gym, yo, my nigga, put that same energy into your money, son.
That's a fact. But into your business.
Of
course. You know what I'm saying? Like if you stay in the gym, if you doing all that in the gym,
work those muscles, right? Work those muscles and work that brain muscle, son. Do one, do the other.
Yeah, I mean, and this is for the stream. This is all alleged, but this is just word on the curb is what we heard.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So we don't know. Floyd could be a gazillionaire. We don't know, or Floyd could be. You know what I mean? We don't know. We just going by what we heard. You know what I'm saying? So this me, Boggs and Bomba, we don't really know, but we just going for what we heard. For the stream sake, niggas will be like, "Yo, son, niggas over there saying Floyd." This is just what we heard. We just chopping it up on some shit we heard. You know what I'm saying? Oh Lord, let my nigga Mike kick his shit.
Bad habits. Mayweather's addiction is discipline, treating the gym like a drug he can't shake.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, and it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rat. He retired, but he stays in the gym. He can't help it. It's just he don't do drugs. That's his heroin. The gym.
Someone told me this. They say he does not. He doesn't have a vice.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a vice.
No, he does. The gym.
The gym.
The gym.
Floyd Mayweather's transformation from an electrifying boxer to the Money Mayweather persona hasn't escaped attention. Joe Rogan commented on this shift, observing how Mayweather gradually moved away from the pure thrill of boxing and became more focused on wealth and spectacle. Rogan noted that this change also seemed to bring a growing disrespect toward his opponents, with Mayweather appearing to prioritize his brand and financial success over the true essence of the sport.
Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking. Just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit. And he's like, look at my $1 million watch. Look at my jet. Look at my house. Look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you. When I show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
That's it for today. So what are your thoughts on this?
I have a comment
Share your
on that,
thoughts
right?
in the comments.
Real quick. So if it is true, right, that people hate about him having all these watches, right? I don't know why will people hate. Me personally, I don't give a fuck how you read your time, son. You could read your time, you know what I'm saying, on your watch. This shit could be fucking worth $1.2 million. I'm gonna get the same time on my bullshit fucking $15 watch. You know what I'm saying?
I think Floyd, people like Floyd, like when you get into that, because remember that's his brand, Money Mayweather, you know, I get money, you know, so so now him having a $18 million watch is just like his brand. What is that $18 million watch doing? Just to say that you had it. And this shit might not even be 18 million, but because he said it, people are automatically just gonna assume.
Yeah,
it's a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like people, they buy these watches just to make statements. Me, it ain't that serious for me to get a statement, son. I got a little Apple Watch that I could do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, so
Apple Watch will read my heart rate. It'll read my heart rate and it'll tell me the motherfucking who's calling me, the shit. Fucking Apple Watch do it all, son. You know
it's
what I'm
functional. So they say, right? People that got true wealth, you see the gear that they wear, son. It be no frills. It be some bullshit fucking brand, whatever. They just, son, they go about their business, son. They understand what money really is, son. Straight assets, shit, make money work for you. It is what it is, son. But to buy, like, you know what I'm saying, all these other bullshit, son, like I don't know.
Yeah, to have 40 cars, 40 watches, you know. The nigga said he owns 6 skyscrapers, son, in Manhattan.
Oh, word?
That's what he said.
So he a landlord in Manhattan.
He said, "Now I don't know if you know." That's because that's a big deal. You got 6 skyscrapers, you know what I'm saying? You know,
yeah, makes him a landlord
in Manhattan. In Manhattan alone,
he renting out floors, like businesses, like you know, that's making money work for you. Son.
That's money, but it's, you know, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because he damn sure, you know, that's what he said. So
yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I wish Floyd the best. You know what I'm saying? All day. That's
yeah.
You know,
I don't hate the dude, son. I think
but you know, it is.
I respect his skill. I respect his skill as a boxer. I think he's, you know what I'm saying, but he's definitely arrogant, son.
He's definitely arrogant.
You know, I guess whatever, son. It comes with
he's
you know
definitely arrogant, and he's strictly He's braggadocious, which I think is his market. I think that's his market. And he backs it up. Like he backs it up, you know what I'm saying? But just what he's saying, and like I just can't see anybody keeping up that lifestyle. I can't see
agree.
no, I can't keep,
spend, but you're not having the money.
Spend, and then and then if you are, let's say you spending 50 bands a day and you bringing in 150 bands a day, but why would you be spending 50 bands a day?
But son,
and you in the gym, you're a gym rat.
I don't understand how you spending 50 grand though, son. Like how
a day?
Son? On what?
You ever saw that movie back in the days, Brewster's Millions?
No.
Son, you gotta see, it's an old movie, son.
Yeah.
With Richard Pryor. And
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, Brewster's Millions. And for him to win 300, what was it? Was it $300 million? He had to spend 30 million in 30 days.
He couldn't spend it.
And he
couldn't spend it.
He couldn't spend it. And it was like hard to do. You know what I'm saying? He did, was blowing it. I think it was some crazy shit that he had to do. So look that up. So one day you in the crib, son.
You can't, son, I'm telling you, 50 grand you're spending on what a day, son.
On what, son? On what?
That's his money. Son, like Kirby says, son, in that movie. Money to Boyne.
Money to Boyne.
Money to Boyne.
I got money to Boyne. The dead president, son.
Dead presidents. Money to Boyne.
What was the name? Kirby, right? Kirby?
Yeah,
that's the government. They got money to Boyne. That's a fact, son.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so boom. That's Floyd. Shout out to Floyd.
Wrong leg.
Shout out to Floyd. Boom. So remember I was talking to you about with this politic thing with Elon, right? So everybody's going in on Elon, like, oh, Elon. So a bunch of Democrats are saying that Elon is not a politician. So why is he even got to say so on what people are saying, right? Because he's not a politician. My thing is, Fauci wasn't a politician, and they let Fauci control this whole shit. People are still to this day social distancing, wearing masks, all for some shit that Fauci, who's not a politician, basically said to do. People are still doing it.
Right.
So Elon, through his, his hat.
You're not lying. You're not lying, because today I just saw some motherfucker drive out of Costco. He was driving, son, and he had the mask. He was by himself in the car with the mask, with the 2 canisters on the side, son. By himself.
Like he painting, son.
Like he painting. With the windows closed. Son.
Yo, son, people are brainwashed, son. This is how sheeple, they call them sheeple people, One thing I could say, son, I could always say, son, and I got criticized for it a lot, but I never really was on that mass shit, son. Like, I didn't believe all that shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people was going, you got this day, son, you know what I'm saying? We know somebody that walks around, what we call Iron Man. She was walking around with 3 masks and a whole face shield, son.
Son.
Like a fucking Avenger, son. What the fuck is you doing, man? Like the fuck?
Matter of fact, the other day, son, I was with the wife and kids, son. Where was I, son? At the park. And sure enough, son, like a whole family. So I got the whole family. Shinobi out, son. Shinobi, son. And the kids, Shinobi out. Ninja Gaiden, son. Like, yo, son, it's been like 5 years.
Like, yeah. Like,
what are we doing, son?
What are we doing?
Now, I do understand different cultures, like Japan. If people wear masks in Japan is because they sick.
Yeah,
and they don't want to get people sick. But I highly doubt that America has picked up that culture. I think people that wear masks here is because of
propaganda. They just listen to
on.
they listen to the propaganda and they're easily misled. That's it.
So.
Easily misled.
You know what I'm saying? They respect the fact that, oh, I'm sick. I don't want to infect other people, whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, son, like your son. I swear to you, son, I saw this dude wearing a whole painter mask, son, with two canisters.
I believe you, son. At work, remember they had the guy. He used to I think he used to do the he worked with the pharmacy people, and he used to come around. The guy that had the dreads. You ever saw that dude? Yeah. He had that shit. Like you'd be like, "Fuck, you got on me." Like real weird dude too. Real weird dude. Like real weirdo. But you just be like, you know what, son?
Yo, son, if you're young and healthy, son, let your immune system do its business.
Let your immune system do what it is. Your immune system will fight off
son. Let those white blood cells work their magic.
Put them to work. Put them to work.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, son. So Elon, you know, I guess with that woke stuff, you know, that's the mask and this, that, and the third, the woke stuff. To the point where it started getting a little out of hand. Then they started with the transgenderism. So I didn't know Elon had a son. He had a son, I think his oldest son at that. For what I'm hearing, he had an oldest son who was transgender. And they fed him that, transgender kids, you know, they commit suicide, they do all this other stuff, this, that, and the third. So Elon, you know, loved his son regardless of whatever. And you know, supported his son in gender reaffirmation, something like that, whatever they call it.
Okay.
And I think his son died. So, you know what? Matter of fact, let me let Elon tell you himself, son.
It happened to one of my older boys, where I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys, Xavier. This was before I had really any understanding of what was going on, and we had COVID going on, and so there was a lot of confusion. You know, I was told, Xavier might commit suicide if he did.
That was a lie right from the outset.
Incredibly evil. And I agree with you that people that have been promoting this should go to prison.
That's
so I was tricked into doing this, it wasn't explained to me that puberty blockers are actually just sterilization drugs. And so I lost my son essentially. They call it dead naming for a reason.
Yeah,
all right, so the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and there's lots of people in that situation now.
Right.
It's not pretty, and lots of demolished kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason to be the final straw. All right, so let's.
So I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that. And we're making some progress.
Join the club.
Yeah.
Out to destroy the woke mind virus. Son, he's pulling cards on everything. Doge. Oh, y'all spending money on it. Like he's just blowing it up, son. He's tearing that. He's tearing single-handedly. And people are blaming him and Trump, but he's single-handedly destroying it, son. You know what I'm saying? Because he said he was tricked. He said, yeah, I was tricked. You know, they told me this, they told me that. Same way Fauci got some. I got something somewhere with Fauci, just with that, all of that social distancing, wearing masks and all this stuff. He just made that up, son. He just made it up. And the whole nation, then the world, went through it, son.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, son. For him to say that, son.
He calls it the woke mind virus, son. And it got me when I see people just wearing a mask, and I look at look at this woke mind. And they that party, that agenda stole the meaning of woke, because at first, the black community was using woke as to just stay woke and stay on your square. It was like basically something like, yo, just stay on your square, like know what it is. And they took that as being they said, yeah, oh, we're woke, we understand this and whatever it was. They stole that. The transgender community stole that. So they were their slogan was having pride. Oh, be prideful. Be prideful.
You could hear it in his voice, son. Like he's
broke. That he's hurt, son. He's hurt, son. You know what I'm saying? He said it, son. He's, so I'm not getting, son, listen, do what he do. People, Elon is racist, so he's a thief. The nigga makes $400 billion a year, son. I don't think I could spend 50 bands a day. I can't even add up how much money is that a day. $400 billion a year, son.
You're talking a shitload of money, son.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's worth $400 billion, son. Like, come on, son. Let him do him, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, son.
That's that agenda kind of needed to be. It needs to be reformed, revamped. Like I definitely don't agree with transgender men in female sports. I don't know why the Democrats are fighting against that. That's something that never should have took place. But that's why Kamala lost in my book. I'm not a Trump fan. I'm not a Trumper. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, Trump's the best," whatever, blah blah blah. But Trump was definitely against that agenda because they was doing too much, son. They was doing too much to the point where I don't want no 6'5" tranny reading and dressed in pantyhose reading to my grandson. I don't want that.
No. Me neither,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody really does, son.
The America spoke, son. You can see by the vote, the landslide vote, how Trump won. America spoke. It wasn't the fact of anything else other than that.
Yeah.
To me, Kamala Harris, she supported that. Obama started it, Biden supported it, and Kamala was extreme. The only time you saw Kamala was in June in that parade. She got on all the rainbow colors and, fisticuffing with trannies and all this other stuff, and nothing else. Your agenda was gender reaffirmation, gender reassignment. That's what they call it, gender reassignment. Basically turning boys to girls.
At a very young age too, right?
At a very young. They was trying to make it where the parent didn't have a say-so, son. Like your child at 5 years old can make his own decisions, son.
No. Yeah,
it was
so wrong,
crazy, son. That they started doing too much, son.
Yeah, so now they bugging, son. There's no way somebody gonna come tell me, son, that my 5-year-old son
could tell me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now I don't have a say-so. Oh no, this is his or her decision at 5. Nah.
Why you in my business?
Nah.
Why you in my family business?
First of all, why you talking to my 5-year-old without me being there?
Yeah,
so that's already. You don't say nothing. First of all, you shouldn't be talking about sex with my 5-year-old.
Yeah, so and then this is what fucks me up, right? They say people do that, right? And then you know what? I feel like I just want to destroy you, right? Just go over there, just smack you up. That I'm wrong.
Yeah. No, you're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. If I was to go over there and just give you raccoon eyes for like the next 2 weeks, I'm wrong. But you could talk to my kids about sex, like what? So
Elon said he said people should be in jail. He said people should be in jail.
Yeah, son, like fuck out of here, son. Like
be in jail for what, you know, for what they did, son.
I always say, son, they failed. You know how they fail? They probably could have thrived with their agenda as far as like, yo, you know, gay people, you know, whatever, LGBTQ, whatever, plus, P plus, whatever. But the problem where they failed was when they went after children. That's where they failed.
Nobody want their kids messed with.
If they would have just kept their agenda like, yo, you know what I'm saying, we do this.
Like it's been doing. They had their own communities, their own set. Like they had their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they had their own thing.
As soon as they started to introduce that agenda,
mainstream that shit. Yeah,
school curriculum, they failed. They did it to themselves, son. And you know what? Fuck them, son.
That's a fact.
I could have, your son. I always say it all the time, right? Listen, at the end of the day, I don't care what y'all want to do. Whether you like, if you're a man and you like another man, by all means.
Do you?
You're a girl and you like another girl, by all means.
Do you?
You're a girl that like girl, man, boy, whatever the case may be. Do you? But don't try to put this agenda into the youth.
Yeah.
That's where they
put it
fail.
in cartoons.
That's where they
and you're
fail,
sneaking
son.
it. You're sneaking it in there.
Son, it's not even poor decision making, son.
It's diabolical. It's diabolical, son.
And then they forgot that, yo, at the end of the day, right? Like these children that is out there, these kids that's in school, they got parents. Like they forgot. They forgot that they have parents at home. And they thought that they could just take over the fucking world, thinking that the parents are not going to be on some like, yo, fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
If there was no laws in this country, right? If this shit was straight lawless, there'll be murder, son.
Yeah, son. Yeah, son.
We're
not promoting that, but
nah, son.
We're
Definitely not.
we're
So,
going
but I'm
by
talking about reality.
the nature of mankind.
Yeah, son. Like yo,
nature of mankind. Mankind has
desperate measure.
deleted other people for way less. You talking to my kids about, you know, yo, for way less. Mankind, the nature of mankind, that definitely would have been.
Yeah, son. Barbaric.
You
know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, yo, fuck that. Like, yo, who the fuck is you interfering into my home? I'm just saying,
how dare you pull my son aside or my daughter aside and introduce this to her? At 5 years old, he or she should be playing with cars or dolls.
Fucking crayons.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking crayons. Daddy, I want the 64 box of crayons. You know what? I want the 190 box of crayons, Daddy. Can I please have all the fucking crayons so that I could fucking color all my books?
I want the crayons all in the world. That's it. Shouldn't be like,
you, baby.
Don't worry about it. Do you feel like you're a boy, but do you feel like you're a girl?
Yeah, son.
Like what?
We're failing as a society right there.
That's a fact.
We're failing.
Fact.
And we're failing as society to promote that, or to even allow people to even promote that into our children. So like that's I truly believe that's where that community failed.
And yo, son, and that community has the nerve to be trying to get violent. Like when you disagree with them, they try to get stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Violent.
And then when you be like bad enough, you already unnatural to me. That's unnatural, right? So now bad enough, you're already unnatural. So then you got the nerve to try to get aggressive and violent.
Yeah, son.
Like, yo, like I might have to do something to you.
See, my opinion is this, right? I personally think I think that's a mental health. That's not Homo sapien.
Yeah, that's definitely mental health in my book too.
Homo sapien is a human being at his natural state, son. unfuck with, no disease, no this, that, and the third. That's my opinion. And yo, it's my First Amendment rights, you know what I'm saying? Say my fucking opinion. But by all means, right, if people want to pursue this delusional mental state, then by all means, man, yo, son, do what the fuck y'all want. Just keep the rest of the world out of it. It's plain and simple.
Especially the children. Especially
plain and simple.
Don't
keep
play
the
with
world
the
out of it. Keep children out of it.
Not just mine, all children. Lead the children. Lead the children.
But I always say, son, that was their downfall.
That's where they went wrong, son. That's where they went wrong.
They started hitting schools and curriculum and want to teach this shit to kids. Yo, son, I seen a video, son, of a transgender parade. Why they got it like a 11-year-old boy wearing half naked shit, dancing? Yo, son, I seen it, son. I just be like, yo, son, like people just talking about it, like, yo, why y'all doing that?
Would you consider that
11-year-old boy? That you know what that 11-year-old boy should be doing, son? Climbing a fucking tree, son.
Would you consider that a form of child abuse, son?
Pond.
Would you consider that a form of child abuse?
Yeah, son. I do. Yeah, son. That kid should be on a bicycle trying to do Papa wheelies.
A fact.
Talk about, yo, I'm gonna put pegs on the back so I could ride my boy or ride my girlfriend or whatever.
He should be wheeling a bike down the block.
Wheeling a bike. I'm gonna do a Papa wheelie. I want to go to the store and get a quart of water with some papitas and eat that shit.
Son.
An 11-year-old boy should not be talking about, yo, they want to shake his ass wearing some Daisy Dukes shorts.
And his parents is right there.
That's where they fucked up.
That's where they
fucked up. They fucked up. If they would have just kept the kids out of it, they would have been fine. But they want to shove the fucking kids and they want to do this and third. That's where they fail. So by all means, son, they can be buried, son.
We're not provoking violence, but I get what you're saying, son. I definitely get what you're saying.
That whole agenda could be, you know what I'm saying, trashed. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Let's keep it a buck, son. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, son. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about we're gonna get into that tariff thing on the next podcast, son.
Yo,
you know
son,
what I'm saying?
I got that tariff, son.
Son, the tariff. A lot of stuff is being exposed and exploited, son. We're gonna bring a list of a bunch of the stuff that's just been exposed and exploited.
Trump is doing this. I don't want to get into it, but Trump is doing what other countries been doing to us.
Yeah,
it's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we save that for the next one.
Yeah,
dog.
we save that for the next one, son. I got some things I want to show you with that one, son.
Yeah, son.
You know what I'm saying? So let me sign this off. Hold on, son. So just, you know what I'm saying, this Bulldog Dog, you know what I'm saying, signing off on the podcast. My man Bone Beat Plana. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me, dogs.
Yo, no problem. All day, son. Turn this off.